Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today I've got a gameplay commentary of the new Line of Sight Alpha build. Now before I start, this is a developer build, this is a testing build, and it's not meant for public release. Everything that you see right now is subject to change. However, I believe the core gameplay is going to stay the same, obviously, though there may be some tweaks to the weapon models, and maybe tweaks to the accolades, and maybe tweaks to the sound. So everything is in flux at the moment. I just wanted to show you guys this as a bit of an idea of what you guys may be seeing in the future. I got in contact with the CEO of Black Spot Entertainment, Chris Kim, and he went and gave me a few keys to the Steam version of Line of Sight, where all the testing is being done. And basically, I hopped on, there was a few Europeans doing some testing, I was like, can we have a game? We hopped onto the European server, and that's why I'm teleporting quite a lot. But regardless, even if I'm connecting to a server where I have a 350 ping, I still did very well. I still did the best in the whole game, and the registry wasn't that bad. So the first thing I want to say is that the netcode is really optimized, even with connecting to very high ping servers. But saying that, there are other servers that are going to connect to in this game as well. We've got a North American server and we've got an Asian server. So the Asian server is going to be fantastic for people like me from Australia, people from New Zealand, and even people from like Japan and our Asian region. We can all connect together on that server and have a decent ping, when a lot of other games, they don't have this Asian server that Australians can go and connect to. So with all of that said, how about the gameplay? Well, the gameplay is basically identical to Combat Arms Line of Sight and Line of Sight of Brazil. So overall, it's basically the same game. However, there has been some optimizations. Definitely higher frame rate in my opinion, better graphics options, but the only big difference is in terms of the accolades, the sounds, a few animations, the field of view, and stuff like that. But the main stuff about this game, the gameplay itself, is identical. I just want to go and highlight this random body falling from the sky. It was definitely a funny moment, but it goes and highlights that, okay, this is a development build, and stuff like that, bugs like that, will be fixed in the future, and everything that you see right now is not exactly what's going to be in the final release. But going back to the email, Chris Kim went and said that the structure of pricing in this game is going to be changed significantly. So you'll be able to go and buy weapons for permanent with GP, which is absolutely fantastic. Now moving on, Line of Sight is going to be getting a matchmaking feature, but on top of that you can go and make private lobbies as well if you want to go and 1v1 your mates. Now the matchmaking feature, it's going to be split into 3 different types of queues. The first one is going to be called Classic Mode, and Classic Mode is no superpowers, just you, your gun, and everybody else on the battlefield, and it's meant for competitive gameplay. The developers, they want Line of Sight to go into an esports direction, and at the moment, they're definitely going for a completely no pay to win attitude, and that's fantastic. And the game, it does have a bit of competitive feel to it. It really does. And I think that this mode will really make that function. On top of that, there's going to be a Psi mode where you can use all abilities, but also an ESP mode where you can only go and use abilities that are non-lethal, abilities that don't do any damage. For example, a dash. And that can go and change up the gameplay a little bit as well. So the fact there is freedom for players to go and play the game exactly the way they want, that is a really good sign. At the moment, the decision to go free to play or pay to play hasn't been made. Though the Steam Early Access will be happening in September, I believe, and basically you pay $10 and you'll have access to the game in its early stages. Now saying all of this, Chris Kim really emphasized that Line of Sight is not going to be a pay-to-win game. Regardless if it goes free-to-play, regardless if it goes pay-to-play, pay-to-win will not be in this game. And the reason why I trust him on this is because Line of Sight is a self-published game. Black Spot made the game and they're publishing it by themselves. This means there isn't a third-party publishing company going and saying maximize profits. Black Spot has complete control, and they're already gone and had a really deep connection with the community in these very early stages. On the Facebook page, in the Facebook group, on the Steam page, there is a ton of ways to contact these guys, and they're completely open to suggestions, and that's absolutely fantastic. I give the best of luck to these guys. I am really looking forward to Line of Sight. If you guys want to go and check out the game, the links will all be in the description below. But that's Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under, out.